Hey, the Steves are talking already.
Hey, alright, welcome to the Tuesday show. What's going on, everybody? My name is Ultra David.
I'm James Chen.
Steve? Hello, Steve.
Did you mute them?
No, they're not muted. They should be up. Steve is frozen.
Steve, ladies and gentlemen.
Look at this. Steve is frozen.
Well, Skype blew up.
He is.
Can we still hear
he's
you
making
guys?
us up. He's definitely not frozen right now. He's just hella good at this. He did this to me once in real life, and I thought he was dead. He's not frozen, guys. He's okay.
Are you sure?
I'm definitely just joking.
Was that
he
him
probably
just signing
froze.
I think he just signed off. Okay. We'll see if we can get him back up. Hang on 1 second here. Let's do this real quick. Let's go back over here. Oh, yeah, he's definitely gone. Let's call him again. Technology. We really should just do Discord next time.
Definitely, let's do that.
Because this is not good.
Oh, Steven.
Call failed.
Why?
Here's what we're going to do today. We're going to
He said his power went off on his block.
Well, he's definitely done that. That sucks, man.
Oh, snap.
No, he said he's jumping back on. He's jumping back on right now.
Oh.
Yo, dude.
Okay. He's got some method of making that happen. Anyway, here's what we're going to do. We're going to talk about Capcom Cup and our predictions. I don't know if we're going to go through the entire bracket because that might take a long time. But we are going to at least make our predictions for the winner's side, and if that doesn't take forever, then we'll do the losers.
Right.
We'll also talk about the Battle for the Stones. We're going to talk about some rules lawyering. And, you know, the Battle for the Stones themselves are very ambiguous in their rules. So I'm going to go through a little bit of my thoughts on what they should, the actual interpretation should be. We're going to talk about the Marvel Infinite DLC characters that just came out. And so forth.
Sick.
Yeah, one of the things that I want to mention is that there are a lot of fires going off here in Southern California right now. And I know, for example, Maximilian has been without power for like the last 6 hours or so. So he hasn't been able to stream. I'm wondering if that's what's going on.
Other side of
right,
SoCal.
because that's SoCal, right? So I don't know what the heck happened to Steven. So Steven just
Like,
got...
the fires are in Ventura County and Steven's on the other side of us.
You know what? Screw it. I'm putting up Mr. Steve Scott here for now.
That's fine. Yeah, just, whenever Steven can come back on, let us know.
All right. Yep.
Of course.
He said he was jumping back on. He said, but I know, like you said, the power thing is actually affecting a lot of people.
Yeah.
Even some of the people not close to the fire. I don't know how it works. I feel like never being exposed to this kind of action before, so I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, the fires are up in Ventura County, so that sucks. That's where I'm from, so that's bad. Good luck to everybody out there.
Right.
But fires are basically a every single year sort of thing. So
yeah, but I thought we already went through a lot of the fires.
It's crazy to have fire season continuing into December.
Right, exactly. Fire season usually around September, October, and then that's it,
yeah.
right? And now it's still going on right now.
Still going on.
All right. Well, we're still waiting for Mr. Stephen Lyon to call back on. So,
well, before we do that, what I did my fantasy bracket on was a couple of things. So, Smash GG has a fantasy thing that you can pick where you pick 8 players and you decide sort of the value of each one of them. You can only spend so much money, and each of the players is valued in a certain way, and so you pick your fantasy bracket in the sense that you only pick 8 players.
Right.
It's not the full bracket.
It's a performance fantasy bracket, basically.
Correct.
Oh, okay. All right.
But there's also FGCBattles.com, and on that one you can go there and you can create a complete bracket.
Right. I think we're all getting buzzed. I think we're all getting buzzed by Steven in group chat. He's telling us that he is jumping back on.
What's up?
Oh,
Hey.
There he goes. Oh, you're back on. Sweet.
Everything's coming back right now. Yeah,
Oh,
power
yeah,
went
there we
out
go.
in my
Okay.
block.
Crazy.
That's so. Was it the whole block that went out?
Yeah, I looked outside and the street lamps and everything. They just went, boom, and then they
Jesus.
the emergency power kicks in and they come back on. That's how you check, right? You look to see if the street lights went up.
Remember,
And I saw my neighbor's lights flicking back on and off. I was like, well, all right,
back in 1994 when the Northridge earthquake happened. So many, power was shut down in all of Southern California, basically. And there were calls into the police station from people who saw all these lights up in the sky, and they were confused because they had never seen the Milky Way before. That is a true story.
Oh my god.
They're like, what is that?
Sky! So,
Never heard of it.
has everybody made their bracket?
Yeah, I got my bracket.
I'm still making it right now.
Look at Steve type away over there. He's like an old man.
Fuck you.
Trying to find them.
He's like over there typing away.
You can see me? Son of a bitch.
Yeah, of course, man. That's how technology works.
Oh, crap. Okay.
Oh, man. Hey, shout outs to Katana Prime in the chat. What's going on?
Hey, Katana Prime. What it do?
Oh, man.
All
Steve's
right.
over there. He's looking at his reading glasses shoved up his nose.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so what are we going to do here? So we're just going to start with the bracket then? We're just going to go straight to it? Look, we're going to
First
start...
of all, what I'd like to talk about, since this is in the very first matchup, is who's going to win the last chance qual.
Right. Okay, that's a good question. Who do you have winning the last chance quals, Mr. Steven Lyon?
So I haven't made my own prediction for it. I thought that there was about 4 to 5 people that I would reasonably do it. The short list was basically MOV, Nemo, Storm Kubo, and there was one other player that I had in mind. I made a Stream Monster bracket, which was where all the chat got to decide who was going to be the winner of Capcom Cup. They got to vote on every match,
Sick.
and they voted Nemo. So I'm just leading with Nemo, but
Fair enough.
Yeah, in my bracket, I think it's either Nemo or Storm Kubo is what I'm hoping.
Okay.
Dang.
All right.
What about you, Steve? Mr. Tasty? Mr.
I'm gonna say I'm gonna give it to MOV.
MOV. Okay, I like that. And then who do you have?
It's a stretch, but
It's not that. Look, he made top 8 at Evo. That is not a stretch.
Look,
right?
man.
Yeah, MOV is really
We're
good.
a whole new monster, man. This is we're working in new realms of reality.
Right,
I feel like anything could happen, but
Okay.
He's a good player. I have Kava.
Kava's a good choice.
Kava.
God, yeah.
Let's do it.
So I had Nemo as well. So I guess for the purposes of our discussion here, we're going to call last chance qualifier Nemo.
Fair enough.
Yeah,
All right.
whoever your last chance qualifier is, right?
Yeah.
It's going to be somebody good, regardless. There's no doubt about it.
All right. So if we actually have that, okay, let's just do this round by round then. And
do it.
again, if we run into a tie, I'm going to set up a poll, and I'm going to have the viewers vote on that again, like we did last year. 'Cause I
Sounds
think
good.
That's cool. So we're just going to start with the winner side. If this goes really fast, then we'll jump to the loser side and find out what's going on. But I think, just for sake of time, I don't think we need to do the entire bracket.
Alrighty.
So let's just start with the first match, which is the doozy right here, which some people, I think it was Gustavo who mentioned on Twitter that it actually feels like Punk going up against the last chance qualifier is actually kind of crappy for the first place person. I think we all kind of agree on that. That might change next year, but we'll see what happens. But Punk versus last chance qualifiers, which is either Nemo or Kaba or MOV. Who do you have winning that, David?
I got Punk. Regardless.
Okay. Steve, Tasty, what do you got?
I'm gonna go with Punk as well. I mean, I feel like it's not too many people he would not be prepared to beat, and even if so, 3 out of 5 all the way through is definitely something that benefits a player like Punk in some of these instances. So I'm gonna just go with Punk right out of the gate.
Okay. And Steven, what do you have?
Yeah, I have Punk also.
Okay.
All right.
And
All right.
I have Punk. So
Makes
it
sense.
doesn't matter who comes out of the last chance qualifiers. We have Punk going forward in the first round. Sounds
Dead.
good. All right. Well, this is where things start getting a little bit more interesting because the next matchup here we have Berlino versus Daigo Umahara.
Who would make this interesting? Why don't you start, James?
All right, sure.
Can't imagine somebody would make this interesting.
So they played each other last year. Daigo went 3-0 against Berlino. And Daigo this year has Guile, and I think he's been doing well with Guile. So I feel like Daigo is going to take this one.
That seems very reasonable.
All right, Steven, what do you say?
Yeah, I have Daigo winning. I think it's going to be a close match, but yeah, I think he's like the slight favorite for me. Okay. Maybe like 60-40.
Well, I do know that Steve likes to throw in those upsets. What do you got, Steve?
Nah, man, can't bet against Daigo, bro. Don't even try to put that evil on me, man.
All right. Well, then it sounds like we almost have a unanimous Daigo vote here, huh?
Yeah, dude.
I'm sure David did not vote for Doug. I'm like 100% sure.
What? Why? Yeah, I picked Berlino.
Fans, David. That's why no one believes you, okay? I don't trust you anyway.
I've never seen Daigo wear orange pants in my life. There's no possible way that David would vote for him, honestly.
I got those orange pants on right now.
Do you really? Those are like the only pants you own, I think.
I feel like that's the case.
Damn, he's got the Red Bull sweater from last year and the orange pants. He just needs the maroon glove, the burgundy gloves. He's gonna come in like a surgeon.
Cold, bro.
I feel like David is like a comic book character. He has like 9 pairs of those orange pants, man.
Sweet. Anyway, yeah, I got Berlino. I think that he's the kind of guy who's taken out some of the top players in the world in the past. It's happened for him. Daigo is a pretty good player. He might be able to make a career out of this.
Yeah.
But look, you can't pick a bracket like this going with the number 1 seed every single time. You got to pick some weird ones.
Yes.
You got to put a curveball in there, and that's my curveball at the start at least.
All right.
Okay.
Well, this one's interesting. The next one is going to be Kazunoko, who has top 3 the last 2 years at Capcom Cup, going up against Big Bird. From the United Emirates here. Now, what makes this one interesting, in my opinion, is that Big Bird could possibly go with Zeku.
Yeah.
Zeku is a very set play heavy character, and he will punish you for hitting wake up buttons because of Automatic and the rest of that crew. So I actually feel like that Big Bird has a good chance to surprise Kazunoko, despite how crazy Kazunoko is. So this is one of my upsets.
Okay.
I am going to pick Big Bird.
Okay.
It was really hard for me to pick. I flip-flopped on this one a lot. You guys will see this, actually. But I flip-flopped a lot on this, but I'm going to go with Big Bird on this one.
All right, who do you got next?
Let's go to...
You're calling it.
Let's go to Steven. What do you got?
Yeah, I think Kaz is going to dunk him. I think he'll try. I think he'll try Zeku, and Kazunoko will be ready for it. And his record against Big Bird is really good. So as much as I want Zeku to win, like I've been playing Zeku, so I'm a big Large Bird fan. But I don't know, man. It's just hard. I think it's super hard to upset Kazunoko in something like this. Honestly, I have Kaz making it pretty damn deep though. So it might just be because of that. But yeah, I think I like Kazunoko.
Okay, sounds good.
Well, as good as Big Bird's a ridiculous player. Don't get me wrong.
Mm-hmm.
Kazunoko's too good, man. Like I feel like he's too good. It's not like he's only good at this game. It's not like he has nerves or anything that's gonna slow him down. You legitimately have to be a better player than Kazunoko to beat him. And I don't think, as good as Big Bird is, it's gonna take a lot more counting 1, 2, 3 on Sesame Street to make him beat Kazunoko. Sorry.
It's true.
I'm just going to give it to my boy Kaz, man.
Okay. So Kazunoko is going to move forward then on this bracket. Well, what do you have?
What about David?
Yeah, I also have Kazunoko. I think that I think he's going to be prepared. I don't think he's the kind of guy who's going to come in unprepared for a matchup, especially knowing he's going to play against Big Bird in first round.
Yeah, he beat Big Bird like 3-2 at like Hong Kong Esports Festival, and then he dunked him at the Tower of Pride. So yeah, I like Kaz.
Okay. All right. Next round is going to be Cien versus Mena RD. This one is one of the ones that makes me sad because these are both players that I want to go far. In particular, I'd love to see Mena RD in the Dominican Republic actually perform really well in this tournament. And first round, he's got to fight Cien.
Yeah, this is the match that I was the most 50-50 about, I think, in the first round.
Oh, really? Interesting. Okay. Well, so who did you pick then? Who did you pick?
So I thought about this one a long time. It was a match that I had to I was like, all right, well, maybe if this happens or that happens. But I think that if you look at the trajectory of the players, Cien had a really good start to the year and then has not had a great time since then. And Mena's kind of flipped. Like, I think he's had a really good last half of 2017. So, yeah, I picked Mena to win.
Ooh,
dang, all right.
Okay, I like it.
Let's go.
Yeah, I could not really find records of them playing on stream or anything. I went back to try to watch it, and I never saw them play each other. Okay. Maybe they played in bracket off stream somewhere, but yeah, I don't know.
Okay. Well, Mr. Ultra David.
Yo.
Who do you have?
I got Cien making it pretty far. I think that he is ridiculous. I think he's coming into this thing as, in my view, I feel like he's not the favorite, but just outside of the favorites is where I have him.
Okay. I personally have it so that Cien is winning this one, mostly because, he hasn't really played in a lot of tournaments since, like, in the last few months, but I think that he's just...
Since, like, EVO, basically.
Yeah, I think he's just, like, practicing, saving up. I think he'll be fine. Cien is one of those tech monsters. I don't know if he'll be caught by too much surprise by Birdie, so I have Cien. And what about you, Mr. TasySteve?
So, I don't know if, like, we've been looking at Mena make, like, quite the climb when it comes to, like, he's beaten, like, some big names. He's beaten Daigo. Like, so, like, I don't know how you could count him out, and I'm not saying that I am. But Cien he's a lab monster, man. I feel like it's really hard pressed to get him in a situation that he's unprepared for. Mena RD is definitely a surprising player because he kind of puts you on tilt, right? Like, he legitimately makes you question every decision. And I feel like he won't be able to force Cien to make any decision that he does not want to. And that's why I think Cien, he'll definitely take it. Not definitely, but it's going to be a close one with Cien.
Ah, dang. Okay, for a second there, I thought you were going to go Mena RD. I was getting the poll all ready to go. I didn't get a chance to bring out the poll. Okay.
Cien's going to eat a fat boot, I'm telling you.
It wouldn't surprise me that much, but I
all right, so I like this, right? Because 2 rounds ago, I picked Big Bird, which was kind of the upset. I'm sorry, 2 rounds ago, you picked Berlino over the Bees. Last round, I picked Big Bird over Kazunoko. This round, we have Steven picking Mena RD over Cien. So TasySteve so far is the only one that has not gone against the grain yet, which is odd.
Straight shooter.
He's almost always the one.
Straight shooter. Wait, Nate. First off, y'all called me a fence rider. Now I'm a straight shooter. Then last year I was indecisive. Look, man, I don't know what I got to do to make
you pick 5 picks in a top 3, you know?
That sounds like somebody who's indecisive to me.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
All right.
That one's really good, but so is that. Oh, man, but he's so good, too. I'm like, oh, man, this guy's just making shit up.
Am I wrong? I'm not making it up. They are good.
All right. Let's go to the next round here. We've got Haitani versus Sako Noko.
Yeah, we all picked Haitani. Come on.
Well, the last time these two played, Sako actually won 3-2. It was a really close set about 2.5 months ago or so.
Okay.
And my belief is that when players trade sets like this, if the last set, whoever won it, I think usually it flips to the other person. So yeah, that's the reason I voted Haitani. But
I love it. I love the logic.
It was really. If you watch it, it's very close. I think it was at Hong Kong Esports Festival, or that sounds about right.
I'm thinking that's what. I'm pretty sure that's what it was.
Did you pick Haitani as well, or Sako, Mr. Tasty?
I definitely picked Haitani. I feel like he's I can trust his overall season, like this year, has been a little rocky, but I feel like he's more consistent than Sako in some of these instances. Yeah. So I'm definitely going to go with Haitani.
Yeah, I personally just can't see Haitani not doing well at this tournament. So just by playing through the averages, and Sako, obviously he hasn't traveled as much. He's been busy. So he's barely squeaked in here. So that's not an indication of how good he is, but still I think that Haitani's going to take this.
I just think he's too consistent. It's so tough to play against Haitani in the first round because he's just so consistent. It almost never happens if he loses early. So.
Yeah.
All right. Well, the next round is going to be Justin Wong versus Moke. Justin Wong, who is currently 0-6.
He's never won a match at Capcom Cup.
Capcom Cup, yeah. He has potential to go 0-4 this year if he loses in Marvel and Street Fighter.
Yeah, that's true.
Man, okay. Well, okay, so let's start with David. Who do you got between Moke and Justin Wong?
I actually have Justin here. And part of this is because he beat Moke at Canada Cup. Mm-hmm. It was a close set.
It was a close set, 2-1.
But that's part of it. The other part of it is that Justin has been talking about how he has felt better and better in Street Fighter the more he plays Marvel. And I know he's been playing a lot of Marvel. And I feel like that's going to result in him playing better in Street Fighter 5.
I mean, that's actually one of the things people said early on was that Marvel players were doing well in Street Fighter because Street Fighter is kind of similar. Just like you want to avoid getting put into the knockdown. You know what I mean? It's that kind of situation where Marvel players seem to... Remember, Ray was doing well at the beginning of Season 1, et cetera, et cetera. So,
all right.
Based off of the fact that Justin beat Moke at Canada Cup, and I just feel like he's going to take one this year. I feel like he's going to take one this year.
Oh, man, you sound like the encouraging father. You can do this, son.
Dude, That's 100% probably what I'm at right
Get you
now.
some ice cream
so-
after this. Who cares if you go 0-8 or 0-20 for all that matter? You're the best, kiddo.
I'm gonna put Justin winning this one. So, Tasty, what do you got?
Justin Wong. I think Justin's gonna take it as well. Like, I think he's gonna win as well. All I'm saying is like, I mean, it's a little bit of what David said, as well as just looking at how his offense has gotten a lot better. If you like apply the fact that he's been playing a lot of Marvel, so that, and given the fact that I just feel like Justin's gonna, I'm a fanboy of Justin on top of that, and I feel like he's gonna outplay him. So every way that I think about it, I just feel like Justin's gonna win.
Okay. Mr. Steven, I heard the little snicker there, or the psh, in disbelief. What do you got?
You guys are killing me. I was laughing at Steve. He was talking all that smack. Oh, yeah, I got Justin Wong. Like, it was a fast turnaround. Justin did play Mocha Canada Cup. It was not close. It was 2-0. Justin smoked them.
Oh, it was 2-0. It was 2-0, but every one of the... That's right. Every round every game was 2-1 is what it was. Yeah. It was really close.
It definitely could have been the other way.
Yeah.
I like Justin to take it, too, actually. I voted for Justin to take it.
Oh, my God. We have doomed Justin.
Yeah.
No, actually...
just because of tournament results, for Justin. And I think that matchup's pretty decent for Karen. It's like she can fight it, so I don't know. I think she'll be fine. So I also have Justin going. He doesn't make much further than this on my bracket, but yeah, he wins this one.
Is that the first unanimous one that we've picked?
Yes, that's the first unanimous
one.
No.
Damn, Justin, you got a loser's bracket early, bro.
We had Punk. We all had Punk as well. So we have all Punk and we all have Justin. So I was about to say we might have cursed Justin, but Flo is not on this panel. And he did not pick. So if he was here and he voted for Justin, then Justin's done. So next one. This one was probably one of the hardest ones for me to pick personally, which is Itabashi Zangief versus Phenom.
Oh yeah.
We skipped Problem X Strider.
Oh, you're right. Problem X. Oh no, wait. No, not. Oh, you know what? Challenge has it listed backwards.
Different? Okay.
I'm sorry, FGC Battles has it listed backwards. Then.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it does.
Okay.
At Itabashi Phenom.
Yeah, you know what? Regardless, they're the same place.
It's the same spot, yeah.
Yeah, so let's just do Itabashi versus Phenom over here. So, in my opinion, I think Phenom is crazy enough that Itabashi might not be able to read him, because that's how Itabashi wins. He just reads you. And Phenom is crazy enough. But... again, Itabashi is just one of those guys. He has Zangief. Zangief is scary. I know Zangief versus Nikali's not a great matchup for Zangief, but in my opinion, in any case. But I think, I don't know. It's so hard for me to go against Itazan. I just feel like Itazan is going to be able to do this and smile and chuckle his way through this match. I think this one's going to be super close, but I've got Itazan going for this one. So, Tasty, what do you got?
I feel like after like hanging out and traveling with Phenom, especially like after the E-League thing, like I know what kind of preparation he does just for character matchups, like just to keep people on their toes. Stop making that face, Sajam. I can see you, okay? I can see your face. All right, guys.
I just think it's. I don't know. I'm just listening.
I just think it was. I knew he was about to say so. Either way, I'm gonna go against my better judgment, and I'm gonna give it to Phenom. Just based off of that. I feel like Itabashi definitely is more in his strength to dunk Phenom, but I also feel like Phenom definitely could beat Itabashi. It's not that big of a thing, even if it is not that good of a matchup. So I'm going to just stick to my guns. I'll stick with Phenom.
Okay. David, what do you got?
Well, I'm a big Zangief and Itazan fan, which is why it pains me to pick Phenom here.
Oh!
Yeah.
Okay.
It's historically not a great matchup for Phenom, but I do think that, like I said, I got to pick a couple that are against the grain in order to have an accurate bracket, because it's never the case that brackets are 100%.
Okay.
And this is one of them that I'm going to do.
Oh, okay. So you got Phenom then. Oh, well, okay, Mr. Stephen Lyon, Mr. Sajam. Are we going to have a poll, or are we going to have Phenom moving on? What do you got for us?
Yeah, this is an interesting one for me. I'm very 50-50 about this matchup, mostly because Phenom's record in tournament against Geef is like 3-7. His record against Itabashi is 4-1 in Itabashi's favor.
Yeah,
Itabashi has beat him 4 times this year. In fact, he beat him back at DreamHack Sweden as well. But Phenom gave me the lore. He gave me the lore himself. He was in Japan about a week ago, or a couple of weeks ago.
That's right.
And he played against Itabashi in a long set, and it was 10-4 in Phenom's favor.
Dang.
So... Intel. Yeah, because of the fact that he played Itabashi in a long set, I think that Itabashi will have room to study now, and I'm going to give it to Itabashi Zangief.
Oh,
so I think we're split, right?
Yep, we are split. Okay. All right.
Let's do it.
All right, I just opened a new poll. So if you want to vote, make sure you do exclamation mark vote and then Itazan or exclamation mark vote Phenom. And make sure you capitalize that over there. So we actually have a new vote. We have a poll coming up here for the viewers at home.
Yeah.
So let's do this. Yes, it is James's poll. That is correct.
There's finally one Phenom. Two Phenoms.
Let's go.
Yeah, this was a hard match for me to pick, honestly.
Yeah.
This one and the Sien match, I think, were the ones I struggled with the most in first round.
This one, I think, was the one that this one and the Big Bird Kazunoko one, I kind of had a little trouble because I had to pick an upset, like David said.
Yeah,
you have to pick an upset, and that was one of the ones that I went with. This one, however, was I literally just didn't know where to go with this one. I just went based off of Itazan's, experience, his age. I went with the old man. I voted for the old man. Yeah, I went for the old man. So
ageism.
And oh my god, oh jeez.
Are you gonna close it? What do we got?
All right, I'm gonna close it in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Closed.
All right, what do we got here?
This is not good here.
This is a blow up.
This is not good. So let's actually get this screen capture here for you guys.
I bet it's a blowout.
It's a blowout.
Bam! There we go. That is the result right there. We have Phenom getting dunked
by
3-1.
Yeah.
3-1.
Right, James, you're over there. You all right over there?
Yeah.
Dunked. 0.9% of you are being jerks over there.
That was Hanzo.
That was Hanzo Gonzo being a shithead.
Of course.
There wasn't nobody but Hanzo Gonzo. He's taking a crap on the floor right now. Like, you guys don't know what you're talking about.
Probably.
He's just like, man, Marvel Cat's fine.
Alright, so Itazan moves on.
He's like not a human being.
Itazan moves forward in that bracket. So then now let's get to the bracket you were talking about, which was Problem X versus 801 Strider. Steven, you sounded eager to talk about that one. What do you got?
Oh man, this one's tough. Character matchup, I think this is not an easy draw for Problem X. In fact, I think this is a much better draw for Strider than the original bracket where he had to play Yukidon. I think that would have been a dunk. I think the Yukidon would have beat him, for sure.
Okay.
But yeah, now in this situation, I think that character matchup is in favor of Strider, but I think player matchup would be favor for Problem X. Okay. He does struggle against some of the European Laura sometimes, but I think his experience is going to be a big deal. And he's been killing it this half of the year, honestly. Both of them have been riding momentum. I just like Problem X to take it.
Okay. David, what do you got?
I also have Problem X. I think that his second half of the year is one of the best in the world, his performance, that is. And he has a lot of experience against high-level Laura, because Europe is full to the brim of them. And he's won big old majors over the Lauras in the past. So... that's my pick. I think it's a tough draw for Strider too, in the sense that very few people in the world play Bison at that level and in that way. And it's kind of hard to get matchup experience against a Bison who is that talented. So.
Yeah, I kind of agree with David on all accounts, basically, right there. As much as I love 801 Strider, but Problem X is playing on fire. In fact, I have him largely kind of as like the dark horse of this tournament.
Ooh,
so
spoilers.
I feel like he has such a good chance to go far in this tournament. He's been killing it, so I have Problem X as well. And Mr. TasySteve, what do you got?
Yeah, I've been talking about Problem X, about how impressed I am about his second half of the season as well. He's actually, it's not like he's fallen off. It's just as the game has progressed, he's gotten that much better. And if you look at his results at every event that he's been to, it's surprising to some, but like not to me. And that's why I think Problem X will take it.
Okay, so we've got another unanimous Problem X vote. Get dunked 801 straight. No, I'm just
Yeah,
kidding.
for sure.
Damn, I was like, James, pull it back a little bit, bro.
He can dunk all of us by himself.
Oh, yeah. Like, literally in person.
That's true.
Nah, he gonna dunk y'all. He ain't gonna dunk me.
Maybe
He
not
try.
Stevie.
He's gonna eat through you guys.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna throw it a shuffle handstands again. I thought it was funny that picture of us at Red Bull Battlegrounds where we were battling the cosplayers. Everybody was like, "Yeah, he's in a KI stance." I'm like, I was doing Jin's shuffle handstands. You don't understand, dude.
Oh, man.
Bunch of Jin players.
That picture's godlike though.
All right.
That's a cool picture.
Well, we're going to move on to the lower half of the bracket here. And that first, we're going to start with Tokido versus Ricky Ortiz. I guess I'll start with this one here. Tokido is pretty much one of the best players right now. He's the EVO champion. He did go 0-2 last year, and Ricky got second place last year, but Ricky just hasn't been practicing as much. That's not to say that I don't think Ricky is going to do bad in this. I think Ricky is actually going to scare Tokido a little bit because, well, she knows who she's going to play, and she's one of the best at practicing and studying up and prepping for a tournament because she's just one of the greatest players of all time. However, Tokido is too strong right now, too good, and, he has the perfect distance from the monitors all set to go and everything. So I really don't see Tokido losing this first match. So I have Tokido. David, what do you got?
Yeah, I have Tokido. I think it's really hard to pick against him here. Ricky, I think, is going to be better than people expect because I think I've seen a lot of people on Twitter saying she doesn't deserve to be there. It's a funky rule choice for sure. That rule should probably be changed, but she's so talented that this sort of 3 weeks of preparation is going to be fine if she takes it seriously.
Right.
But it's hard to pick against Tokido. He may be the favorite, or certainly one of the two favorites.
Right. Tasty, what do you got?
Same thing. Just to be clear, like Ricky Ortiz, she's one of my actually up there with the GOATs with me. Been watching since CVS 2, Classic 3S, and as good as she is, Tokido is just on another level at this point. Especially going off of how prepared somebody could be. David's right. A lot better than most think, but I don't think good enough to stop Tokido. So
Okay.
Tokido.
Okay. Steven, what do you got?
The rust on his sword, I believe, from last year. 1-2, Tokido, he's got to make it back. If he gets another match, if he gets a match, I'll be happy. Because Tokido, he got dunked at Capcom Cup last year.
Yeah.
I believe strongly in ring rust. I think that's a big factor for a lot of players. So I think that'll be the biggest thing. Even if Ricky plays really well, which I think she might, not competing for as much as everybody else is the biggest kind of sort of thing to have to deal with. More than anything else, more than any matchup or anything like that. So yeah, I think Tokido has it.
Okay. So that was a universal pick here.
Mm-hmm.
Next we have Gachikun versus Goichi. And Steven, why don't you just start this one?
Yeah, I thought this one was kind of hard, honestly. It's going to be a wild match between the two of them. Gachikun, super slick Rashid. Everybody last year in Japan was singing high praises for Gachikun, right? Mm-hmm. Ever since the start of the year. Remember when John Takuchi was dunking people? Yeah. John would be like, I'm not even the best, Rashid in Japan. Try that on Gachikun. He's ridiculous. So everybody has always said how good Gachikun is, and this year he's really shown it off, right? Asia is full of super strong Rashid players, but also full of incredibly good Ibuki players. And Goichi, I respect. This dude is a tier enthusiast, right? He plays what's good, and I respect that for a lot of reasons. I think Goichi will be prepared, and I think I like Goichi to make it pretty far in the tournament, so that's what I went with.
You're going with Goichi then. Okay.
Yeah.
Tasty, what do you got?
I am actually going to go with Gachikun.
Did we lose you? Oh, no, you're still there.
Period.
That's
it?
That's
it? Oh, okay.
I don't need, yeah, sorry. I didn't mean to throw it off, but I just feel like, I feel like there's going to be a switch, obviously, because Goichi's been kind of fluctuating.
Right.
However, I just think Gachikun's going to be solid. I think Gachikun's going to take it.
Okay.
I think it's going to be close, but I think it's going to be in Gachikun's favor.
Okay. I feel like I felt like Steve was like saying, "I'm going to pick Gachikun," and then he saw a cat video on his screen, and he was like,
Yeah, I got distracted.
Exactly. So,
My bad. I'm still like filling out my bracket right now too.
David, who
Good
do you
stuff.
got?
This was actually the hardest one for me to pick in the first round.
Okay.
Because I think these are two very evenly matched players. Both of them are among the best in the world. I went with Gachikun. Honestly, not even for any particular reason, other than I just think he's very strong. But it's like hard for me to articulate more than that because I feel like it's such a toss-up.
Okay.
What about you?
I voted kind of with my heart on this one. I went with Goichi just because I just love Minot.
Fan of his Minot?
Yes, I'm a fan of the Minot.
I knew it. I already knew it.
Is my favorite character in the game right now, probably. Just to watch, because I just think she's cool, she's fun, she's different.
I hear that.
She plays a completely different game than everybody else, and I like that character a lot. So I'm voting for Goichi just because I want to see him do well in this tournament. So it's like sucks that it's going up against Gachikun because Gachikun is amazing. He's using a super strong character, but like I said, my brain probably would have went Gachikun, but my heart goes to Minot right now and to Goichi. So
Either one's legit. So we had 3 Goichis then? Or
no.
It was
two
2-2?
Goichis and 2.
Yeah, we gotta vote.
Yeah, let's get the vote. All right.
All right, so Gachikun and Goichi. The poll has opened here.
Yes.
And you have to do pound vote Goichi and pound vote Gachikun. And
Exclamation
Isn't it exclamation point?
Yeah, you're
Yes.
right. Exclamation point. Sorry. Bang. Bang. That's what I meant to say. But
Bang.
just a note that I did put Goichi as capital G, capital O. I don't know if it's case sensitive or not.
I don't know either, man.
That's good. Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know either, man. Oh shit.
I hope that was on stream.
It definitely was. It definitely was. So
Because you can't actually tell who's alright. Because, yeah, I don't know. That was pretty good.
Oh wow! Look at this.
Why, is it very even or is it a
No,
blow up?
it started as a blow up, but it's evening out a little bit.
Okay,
now.
all right. What do you got on the old thing over there?
All right. Well, I think we should do it like we did last time, where we do the drum roll and then I refresh.
You got it.
I think that's more exciting.
You
Okay.
want to put it up first, and then we'll have it.
Yeah. Okay. So this is the old poll right here. This
Yeah.
is the old poll. Right
All right,
here.
so close it off.
So okay, we're gonna close the poll in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Close, and of course it's gonna be completely different for everybody on the stream because of the delay. So let's see who the winner is. Drum roll, please. The winner is Graham Goichi.
4.1% of you. Oh, I wonder if that meant that all the incorrectly spelled Goichis were on there.
It could be, but that was actually a little more dominant than I was expecting it.
Yeah,
to be.
same.
But it's about 2-1. It's about 2-1 right there. So
Okay, all right. So Goichi takes it. Congrats.
Goichi.
Not best waifu, that's why.
Yeah, but not best
He's
wife.
definitely not going to pick her against Rashid.
For sure. For sure.
Come on, man. I believe.
Oh, man. He's trying to win.
Later on.
Next match is going to be Bonchan versus Smug. Ugh. Okay, so interesting thing about this one is that Bonchan has been playing Karen recently in tournaments. I personally believe that if he picks Karen versus Smug, he's going to get dunked.
Okay.
Because Smug plays against Punk all the time. I actually think Bonchan would have a better chance against Nash. He might even win with Nash, but
He's been playing Nash again.
oh, has he?
Yeah, and a lot of online. He's been doing a lot of Nash. I think even in
He
the
played Nash
tournament-
at Tower of Pride.
Yep.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah. He's been playing a lot of Nash. I think that's going to be. I feel like that's a great feel for him to have though. Like Karen Nash. I think that's cool, but I mean interrupt. Go on.
No. It's okay. It's okay. I think that, like I said, if he picks Karen, he's going to get dunked. If he picks Nash, I think it'll be an even fight. So based off of those two averages right there, I'm going to go with Smug on this one. I'm going to take Smug on this one. So I believe in the Smuggles. It's not going to be with the greatest of ease, but it is going to be Smug. So, Tasty, what do you got? Since
Damn it.
Since
Okay,
you interrupted
all right, okay.
me, I'm going to make you go. Unless you want me to wait.
Okay. Look, I am a big Bonchan fan, but I'm also a Smug fan. And of course, I play Nash. So obviously I want Nash to win. That's if he picks. But I don't know. I've been watching like a lot of these guys both play. Now I'm sitting on the fence, Steven. Right now is when I'm like, I'm not sure.
Do you want us to come back to you, Steve?
Pick a name, Steve.
Come back
Give
around.
me a lap. Take a lap and come
We'll
back.
take a lap. We'll take a lap.
Steven, what do you got?
Yeah, I think Smug's gonna dunk him. I think character matchups are both in his favor, and I think for reference, right? Coming into Evo this year, Bonchan was in the top 4 seeds. Right, he was one of the most CPT points out of almost anybody in the tour. Right, really impressive player. Right. Since then, he has disappeared. He has just been gone for a long time. Took a break for a while. He wasn't playing as much. He transitioned to a new character. All those factors, I think. I gotta take Smug.
It's like the Red Bull strategy right now. Score a lot
Just
of points and
disappear.
then disappear for a little bit. Interesting. Okay. David, what do you got?
I also have Smug. I think it's going to be 3-1, maybe 3-0.
Dang, you guys got all dunks, huh? You guys got all the dunkage. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, then we've completed our lap. We are back now to TasySteve. And so now he realizes that no matter what he picks, Smug goes forward.
Correct.
So I think he is a little bit more free for him to pick whoever he feels like through his heart, knowing that
That's
it will
true.
not affect anything anymore. What do you got, Steve?
Well, I'm gonna say, God damn it, this sucks, man.
Both of them
I hate
tied
this.
for first
This
place.
is the worst part of this right here. This is the worst part. But damn it, can I
Tied
pick
for
both?
third
Is that
place,
possible?
5
Can I
people.
pick both of them?
You want to pick both of them. You're gonna do that. You're gonna pick both of them.
No, you can't.
I know
No.
that's not okay. All right.
No.
Just for the sake of going against the grain and David's, I can go with my heart, just like James said. And God damn
Smug.
it,
Just say his name.
Just do it. What do you got?
Smug. I'll go Smug.
Oh, okay.
Blow up.
Yeah, he chickened out.
Yeah.
What the hell? What you mean? I chickened out.
No. I didn't say that.
How could you do that to Bonchan? To not pick Bonchan
I'm
there?
not gonna you know what, David? I'm done with this. I'm not.
All right.
Oh, okay, next one. Fudo versus Momochi. God,
That's a big one.
that's a tough one. I mean, you know what, Steven? Go ahead, start.
That is definitely not tough. I think Fudo's gonna smoke him. That's my prediction. Momochi, he has been practicing the ninja way, but he's also been practicing on being a TO, training students. He's been focusing on life. Fudo left his sponsor. He was like, "Nah, I can do better than this. I don't need graft. I'm gonna aim higher." Right? A man with that kind of drive is a dangerous individual. So I like Fudo in this one.
Okay.
Past results, drive, just the way he plays. I like Fudo.
Yeah, I mean, to be honest with you, the only reason why I say it was tough is because I feel like Momochi should be higher, but he didn't get to play in Japan Cup because he was a TO. So
This tournament, yeah.
He probably missed out on like 100 points that he easily could have won there, and so he would have been in a higher position. Momochi, obviously super good, one of the best players. Man, he's a former Capcom Cup champ. He's a former Evo
It
champ.
sounds like you're picking Fudo.
He's going to get dunked by Fudo. He's going to get dunked by Fudo. He is. Fudo's playing way too consistent. So, Tasty, what do you got?
Fudo. I'm a fanboy. Fudo's definitely gonna win. I'm sorry. I think Momochi's godlike. But if you know my pedigree, I'm a Fudo fanboy, bro. There's no way that he loses.
Yeah, I mean, sounds pretty logical, David.
Yeah, it's sweet. They got
It's
Fudo.
Okay. Interesting. Okay. Well, we're nearing the bottom fourth here. So we've got Yukadon versus Didymokov.
Okay. We all
Didymokov.
picked Yugadon. All right.
Yeah, I mean, look, Yukadon, I don't know why people aren't talking about him as much. Like, I feel like he should be on the tip of everybody's tongue in terms of people who could win Capcom Cup, right? So, I mean, look, especially with that Ibuki, right? I mean, come on. It's got to be on the tip of the tongue for everybody. In any case, Didymokov, this is going to be his first very huge tournament, first international tournament. It's always rough for those players like that, so I'm going to go with Yukadon.
I think it's a particularly tough draw for Didymokov. If it had been some other opponent, I think it might have gone better for him. But I do think this is going to be really, really hard, and I'm looking for Yukadon.
Okay. Tasty, what do you got?
I'm also going to follow suit with Yukadan. Kind of the luck of the draw, considering, like you said, first big event, especially like at this caliber. I feel like there's going to be like consistent killers throughout. Bad draw, but I'm going to go with Yukadan.
Yeah, Mr. Steven?
Also Yukon. I think it's a pretty clean win for him. It's a good character matchup too, and yeah, I think you're right. He is one of the players who you don't hear people talk about as much, but he's got a ridiculous amount of CPT points. He's won like 3 premieres or something like that.
He won 2 of them in a row. He won literally 2 of them in a row. So
yeah, back to back. So he's a super dangerous opponent. And for the record, I just like to say, even though I didn't vote for any of the Echo Fox boys.
Oh, stop chilling, man.
It's out of love, you know. Like, I bought the T-shirt because they're not winning championships, so you gotta support somehow. You know what I'm saying?
Oh boy!
Ow! I mean, you did vote for Justin Wong, though, right?
I did. Yeah, that's right. I voted for Justin.
Voted for Justin Wong.
I did. That was me. I voted for Justin Wong.
I really like their Tekken players and Sonic Fox.
Go Sonic Fox. Scar's my favorite player. All right, here we go.
All right, the next one is actually another one of the ones that I thought was kind of tough, but it's going to be Oil King versus Snake Eyes. Tasty, what do you got?
Man, my boy Snake Eyes is in for some trouble. And I only say that because I just feel like both of these matchups, regardless, Oil King has the leg up. Mm-hmm. So, dang, this is another hard one. I think it's just because I don't want my boy Snake Eyes to lose. However, this will be. I want to.
I actually can't believe how long this is taking you.
Come on. You take a lap. Say just pressure me. Take a lap.
Oil King's gonna body him. Oil King is good against Geef. It's a good matchup. Rashida's a ridiculous character. Oil King's playing better. Snake Eyes is a top 4 seed heading into Evo. Since then, he's been twiddling his thumbs in NorCal or something. He's been jumping out of planes, making documentaries with racing car guys. I don't know what he's been doing, but he's not gonna beat Oil King, and that's the end of that.
I agree.
Okay, well, look, I think it was 3 years ago.
I picked against both Zangiefs. Oh my god!
I think 2 or 3 years ago we picked Snake Eyes to win Capcom Cup in our bracket, and that obviously didn't go very well. So I'm gonna go, this time I'll be a little bit more logical at this point. Yeah, I think Oil King's gonna take
Boom.
it. All right, Steve. All right. So once again, your vote is completely pointless, but we want to know what you want.
All right. Okay. All right. I'll go with Oil King. I won't even try to talk about it anymore. That's just me putting my emotions into it. But I think Oil King's gonna take it.
All right.
Okay. Next comes up with Dogura and Luffy.
Oof.
What do you got on that one, David?
Well, I have Dogura. I think that this is a really tough matchup for both of them. But that said, I think Luffy doesn't have as much experience against a top-level Urian. It's kind of hard to find where he lives. And Dogura has been so good towards the end of the year. I think he comes into this as one of the... it's weird to call him a dark horse or underdog because he just won some big tournaments, pretty recently. But we're not talking about him in the same way as we talk about Tokido, Punk, and so forth. But I really think that he has a legit shot at going really, really far. So I'm going with him.
Okay. Steven.
Yeah. Luffy beat Nemo. He dunked him, actually, at the Tower of Pride about a couple of weeks ago in Japan. Also, Dogura says that he thinks that Mika is one of Urian's hardest matchups. It's one of the matchups that he struggles with and he thinks is hard for Urian in general. But that's against Nemo, and I think that obviously Dogura has surpassed him in terms of how good he is as a player. Despite that, I think Dogura will show up ready for the matchup, and he also has a Pocket Bison, which is good against Mika anyway. So I have Dogura just because of how good he is, but yeah, I have Luffy making it pretty far in losers bracket, but yeah, I mean, I wouldn't be that surprised because honestly, Luffy smoked Nemo. If you haven't seen the match, go watch it. His experience against Urian is really good.
Okay. I actually went with Luffy because I just think Luffy has been super consistent. People like to talk about Haitani and Fudo for consistency. Luffy needs to be right there. He got second at Tower of Pride just a couple of weeks ago. And this guy, I don't know. I feel like when he's on a big stage, he just does really well. And I don't know, just something about his demeanor. He always seems very calm. He doesn't seem to panic a lot and everything like that. So I actually have Luffy on this one.
Fair enough.
Then you're the last one?
Nope,
No,
Stevie.
Stevie. Steve, what's the last one?
So, like, I don't know what's up with, like, Luffy, but he's, like, he gets dunked at, like, Capcom Cup. Like, he be getting dunked. He gets, like, 9th and stuff like that, like, or 8th. I think it's, like, the last 2 years, he only got, like, 10th or 9th or something. I can't remember.
That's not so
But, I honestly think Dogura is on another level now. Like, and he plays Urian a little slower than most. He has a very, like, calm Urian at his disposal. On top of that, he does still have a pocket bison. So I'm gonna go with Dogura. Like I've been watching Dogura play like pretty solidly for quite some time, especially since his return. And I found it really hard to bet against him at this point.
All right. Okay.
You're stuck, James.
I got bodied on that one. All right. Last one here is going to be Verloren versus Mago. And I guess I'll go first on this one. I think that Verloren's going to take this. I actually think Karen does well against Cammy, maybe slightly in Karen's advantage, but Verloren has basically finished in 9th place or above in like every tournament that he plays in. I believe he's the sole Korean representative here, and I just feel like all the Korean guys are going to give him a ton of practice and everything like that, and I just believe in Cammy. I believe in Verloren at final round. I picked Verloren as a hidden, pick to win that tournament. So I'm a big Verloren fan, so I have him going forward on that. Tasty, what do you got?
Well, I personally think that just because Mago took that godlike JoJo's photo with me, that he's gonna win. Period.
You got it.
All right, Steven.
That's it. I'm gonna go. That's actually my upset because Valorant is like godlike. So, but I honestly think I'm gonna give it to Mago. I feel like he has enough, just overall experience. He's a legend. I feel like if anybody can overcome this, I'm gonna call this my big upset. If anybody can overcome it, I feel like Mago will be able to do it. He has really good footsies. I feel like if he gets the lead, it'll be really hard for Valorant to come back without finding a way to open him up. And I feel like Mago has the chops to stop him from doing it.
Okay. Steven, what do you got?
This is hard. I couldn't find much record of the two of them playing in tournament, at least not on stream or anything. Like, the last time I saw them play was like 8 months ago. Mm-hmm. And so the thing about Mago is I feel like he kind of slipped in at the end of Capcom Cup. He's had a cool couple of events this year where he played really well, like a Topanga Charity Tournament and also Topanga League at the start of the year. He got second place at Nemo. So he has these big finishes where he looks really strong. But, I think I'm going to take Verloren in this one, even though I agree with you that the matchup is good for Karen. She fights Cammy really well. But I think that in this instance, Verloren is going to take it.
Okay. David?
Yeah, I'm with you. I think that his consistency is certainly much better than Mago's. Mago has tournaments where he looks really good, and you always hear in casuals that he's ridiculous. But
he's the flow of Japan.
Yeah, some people say that. Yeah, but in big tournaments, I think Verloren is too consistent. I don't expect any problems out of him. Whereas Mago, I'm not sure what to expect, so I'm going with Verloren. So that's the first round. So here's what I've been recording all of these.
Yeah, I have it too. So.
Okay.
So we got Punk beating Last Chance Qual. We got Daigo beating Brolinho. We got Kazunoko beating Big Bird. Sien beating Mena RD. Haitani beating Sako. Jaewong beating Moke. Itazan beating Phenom. Problem beating Strider. Tokido beating Ricky. Goichi beating Gachikun. Smug beating Bonchan, and it was blow up. Fudo beating Momochi. Yukadan beating Didymokov. Oil King beating Snake Eyes. We all also picked that one, by the way.
Yeah.
Then Dogura beating Luffy and Verloren beating Mago. So, the next round, first one to talk about, is Punk versus Umehara Daigo.
Punk versus the Beast.
Yes.
Steven, what do you got?
I like Punk. I think he's really, really good against Guile. If you ever watch him fight that matchup, it's really interesting how he sets up Guile players to whiff and sort of throw booms in spacing that he wants them to. Mm-hmm. He's super, super, super good at that match. Even though I like Daigo a lot, and I have him winning against Berlino there in the first round, I think Punk is going to beat him.
Okay. Tasty, what do you got?
Damn it.
All right,
I am
David, what do you got?
There we go. Now you get it.
I also have Punk. Yeah, I think he's too ready. I think he's too good.
Okay. Do you want me to go first, Steve?
Yeah, I'm still thinking. I'm mulling over.
I think Punk is going to dunk Daigo. Woo! I think it's not.
Man, the way you say dunk is just...
I don't
it just sounds so mean, man.
It's like real down in the bottom of your mouth.
He's going to dunk him.
He pulls it from his Come on, James.
No, I mean, I think it's going to be kind of an interesting little passing of the torch kind of thing. You know, like Punk is just going to kind of cement himself as being one of the best. And as a young player coming up here, I think it'll be a cool win for him. So now it's your turn, Steve.
Doesn't matter, but just say it.
Yeah, I want Daigo to win.
Punk it is.
Logically, I don't think he will beat Punk though, because it's Punk. Especially even with like everything that's happened up until this point, it's still Punk. He's a really good player, really solid all around, no matter what. And I feel like 3 out of 5 suits him really well. So I'm gonna go with Punk.
Okay, all right.
Next one is Kazunoko versus Sien.
Oh,
Jesus.
Dang!
See, this is not on my bracket, so like I didn't have to make this choice here, but David, you go first.
Yeah. This actually is in my bracket, and in my bracket, I have Sien taking it. Ooh.
Okay. Any logic, or just that's how you feel? That's what your heart tells you. What does your heart tell you?
Yeah, I guess that's what my heart says.
Okay.
Yeah.
Steven, what do you got?
I like Kazu in that one for sure.
Ooh, interesting. Okay.
Yeah, I like Kazunoko moving on against Sien there. Kaz is just really, really strong, man. He shows up at all these events, and he always does well. I mean, he's good at a bunch of different fighting games. You know, reminder, he made 2 top 8s at EVO, right?
Yeah.
Top 8 in Guilty Gear, top 8 in Street Fighter. Maybe people don't know this, but he's in 2 events this weekend as well. He has qualified for the Battle of the Stones, and he is also in Capcom Cup for Street Fighter. He's an incredibly good player, man. I think sleeping on him in a big event like this when he's ready is a mistake for sure.
Yeah, look, Kazunoko always goes super far in these Capcom Cup tournaments, but I believe in Sien. This guy has gotten so far in Capcom Cups so many times. I think he finished second 2 years in a row, didn't he? Like
In Capcom?
In Capcom, I think it was like to Sako and then to not.
No,
I know he
I think
finished.
that was Sien who finished second to Sako.
Sako
Yeah,
and
Sien
Momochi,
finished second
right?
twice.
Yeah, he got second twice.
Sien did.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
I feel like this might be his year. He's got a good character. He's got one of the strongest characters in the game. Top 3 character instead of using Fong, which he got 9th place with last year. And as much as I love Kazunoko, and I think Kazunoko is still going to go far, I have him like blowing everybody up in loser's bracket. But I picked Sien in this one.
Okay, all right. Steve, sometimes going fourth means your picks don't matter. Sometimes they mean, are we going to a vote or not?
All right. I honestly, I've been thinking it the entire time. I think Zien's gonna win. It's gonna be tough, but I feel like people sleep on Zien, I don't feel like people sleep on Kazunoko. I don't feel like there's ever an instance where people sleep on Kazunoko. So,
Right now. 3 of you.
Well, it was 3-1 then.
Oh, was it 3-1?
Yeah.
Oh, it was 3 Siens?
Yeah, it was 3 Siens.
No, wait. I thought David, who did you say? I thought you didn't. You said Kazunoko.
I said Sien.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay. My bad. I thought it was.
Oh, snap. Okay, my bad.
Okay, so Sien is moving on then.
Sien moves on.
Okay.
Sien
Wait.
moves on.
What? Say them. You said
Kazunoko.
Okay.
Yeah, the rest of us said Sien. So
Yeah.
there you
But
go.
this match doesn't even happen in my bracket. So,
That's right. We're all improvising right now.
That was in mine.
Yeah.
Then, Haitani versus Justin Wong.
I have that match.
Same.
So do I.
Okay, what do you got?
Tasty. I'm gonna see if you can go first this time.
Damn.
I'm going to go with Justin.
Justin. Okay.
I'm gonna go with Justin. I'm gonna go with Justin. I have faith in how solid he's been playing, and I feel like this is gonna be a crazy pick, but I just have faith in Justin's ability to control the ground game. I know that's crazy, especially considering the matchup, but I feel like that's where his offense is gonna help. But either way,
Okay.
I want Justin to take it.
All right, David. I saw a funny face on your face. What do you got?
I think this is maximum 3-1 for Haitani. Maybe 3-0. 3-1.
Okay.
One of those two is definitely Haitani.
Okay.
You guys are some non-believers. James, you obviously have Justin.
I obviously have Justin. Well, you're wrong. What? I have Haitani.
You guys are some traitors.
I have Haitani. I have Haitani over my son. I'm sorry. It's just,
Bummer.
Damn, dude.
Yeah.
You're going to leave your kid at the bus stop like that.
Yeah,
no
pretty
ice cream
much.
for Justin after this tournament. That's really messed up, James.
He gonna learn today, son. Steven, what do you got?
Yeah, I'm also a trader. I definitely have Haitani taking this one. They've had some really competitive sets this year, and I think Justin is pretty good against Nikali. It's one of the characters he can slow down pretty well, but Haitani is too solid, man. And speaking of traders, I think there will be at minimum 6 Japanese players in top 8, but my current bracket has 7. I think that the U.S. is going to get dunked, for sure. Everybody else is going to get dunked. It's going to be a good year for Japan, I think, in Capcom.
Hard to disagree too much.
Dang, the simple guide your mind going back to the drawing board, man.
I said the U.S. would win last year, man. I gave him one.
The next one is Itabashi Zangief versus Problem X.
I
I
feel
have
like,
this one on my bracket.
Me too.
same here. I feel like Problem X, even talking to him personally, he hates fighting Zangief. And they fought at Canada Cup, if I'm not mistaken, right? I know he fought a Zangief at Canada. It was one tournament that I was talking to Problem X, and he was like, man, if I have to fight Zangief, this is going to be a problem. I feel like. So, Itazan is about as best of a Zangief as you can get. And
Yeah, he lost to Itasan at Canada Cup.
yeah,
3-1,
okay.
3-1 at Canada Cup, yeah.
Yeah, so I actually do have Itazan winning this one because Problem X himself has said he does not like this match. However, I do think that maybe he has a chance to have studied up Birdie versus Zangief a little bit and might try to bust that character out against Zangief and try something a little bit different. But just based off of that result and just talking to Problem X himself, I think it's unfortunate that he has Itazan in his half of the bracket so early on. So I have Itazan moving on in that one.
Wait, didn't they just recently play?
Yeah, that's
Canada Cup.
Yeah, that's what
Okay,
you said.
okay.
So, Steven, what do you got?
I have Itabashi. This is a really bad character matchup for Problem X. Actually, I think if Itabashi wins first round, second round he's fine no matter what because it's either Strider or Problem X, both of which he beat back-to-back at Canada Cup this year and are both good character matchups for him. So, yeah, I have Itabashi making it far for that reason. I think he's going to beat him.
Okay. David.
Yeah, I'm the same way. I think that's a tough draw for Problem X if it happens.
Okay. And Steve?
Yeah, I think it's going to be really hard no matter what for Problem X. Even though, he's definitely one of my... He's my dark horse as well, James. I really consider Problem X one of those players that's going to surprise a lot of people, especially when it comes to this in actual tournament play Capcom Cup. But I don't think he's going to beat Itabashi, especially if he said it from his own mouth. And I want him to prove me wrong, though. I have no problem.
Right. Okay.
Alrighty. Then the next one, so Itazan wins. Then the next one is Tokido versus Goichi.
I have that one.
Yep, same here. Okay, well, what do you have, Steven?
I have Tokido moving on in the bracket. I think that I have a pretty good faith in him redeeming himself this year at Capcom Cup.
Yeah.
I think that there's a pretty good chance Goichi tries Mana here.
Yes.
But in watching a lot of the replays of Tokido and stuff like that, I think that he's clearly been studying a lot for the matchup. He's looking super prepped. And I don't know. I like his composure and sort of maybe not momentum, but stature coming into this tournament. With how many points he has and kind of how good he is sitting. It's a tall task to beat him. So I like Tokido in this one.
Okay. Steve, what do you got?
I feel like the fact that Goichi has he's kind of toggling between two characters, and I feel like he's having Manette is one of the things that's going to help him out a lot. But I don't think it's going to stop Tokido. Tokido he's definitely one of the players that has been on the constant up ever since since Evo, and just in general. I don't even know how you count him out. So Tokido.
Well, I just saw what you did on the screen over there, David. So who do you got?
I picked Tokido as well. I feel like you can't not pick him.
Yeah.
Right.
I actually think, I feel like Manat does decently against Shotos because she's got good fireball reflect and she can zone pretty decently and all that. But Tokido, man. Tokido. I feel like this is a year of Tokido. Even if he doesn't win this tournament, I can't see him not getting top 3 in this tournament. So I have Tokido moving on as well.
Okay. Then Smug versus Fudo.
I have this match too, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Smug versus who?
Fudo.
Yo, did you turn on the stream over there? What's going on?
Wait, what happened?
We're
There's-
getting
there's
a little
echo.
bit of echo all of a sudden.
From me?
No, it's gone now. It's gone. It was just
Oh.
probably just some random
Ah, Skype.
hiccup. Yeah.
What a crap.
All right.
Yeah, Skype's a terrible program, honestly.
Yeah. Next
For sure.
time we're gonna do this on Discord, and Discord actually has video conferencing now, right? They just added that recently, so we'll do that. We'll do that next time with Discord. Okay. I'm gonna put the hot seat on Tasty right now. What do you got?
Fudo. I'm a Fudo fanboy. I think Smug is still gonna move on, but I don't think he's gonna beat Fudo.
Okay. David.
Yeah, I think that'd be a tough draw for Smug. I like Fudo the way he plays against boxers. I think he knows that matchup, and I think that's a tough matchup for Boxer. I think he's going to move on.
Yeah, to be honest with you, there's not very many people in this bracket that I would pick over Fudo.
Right.
That's just what it comes down to. Fudo's too consistent, he's too smart, he's too good, so I have Fudo moving on almost regardless or irregardless of who it happens to be.
Irregardless is a real word.
Is it really a word? I thought it wasn't
It's
a
been a
word.
real word for hundreds of years.
But I thought
It's not
people
new.
said it's a fake word.
No, it's not new. It's been around for a long time.
Oh, well, interesting. Okay, I was trying to purposely use a bad word, but
Hey,
I
man.
guess I used the real word. All right, well, Steven, what do you got?
This one was really hard for me. The last time they played a Brooklyn beatdown, and Smug was in trouble. Fudo was up 2-0, and then Smug made the comeback. I don't know. I think it's like one of those matchups where I really like the way Fudo plays it. It's just whether he can close out Smug this time when they play. So I was sort of back and forth about this one for a long time. But, sort of after thinking about it and thinking about the players and how it'll go, there's been a lot of close sets that Fudo's had with borrowed players this year. He had a really close one with PR Rog at E-League, and he had that close match with Smug at Brooklyn Beatdown. So I'm going to give it to Fudo. I'm going to give him a little nod here. But I think this one's pretty close.
Okay.
All right, Fudo takes it.
Okay.
Then we have Yukadon versus Oil King.
Ooh.
Yes.
I'll go first. I think Yukadon's going to take this one. Again, I'm high on Yukadon in this tournament right now. I just feel like he's going to dunk lots of people. So, Steven, what do you got?
I have Yukadon in this one as well. Yeah, I have Yukadon making it pretty deep in this tournament. And, I like Oil King, but I don't know. He's good against some players in some matchups, but I don't think that this is a good combination for him to run into. And, I like Yukadon in this one.
Okay. David?
Plus, it's cold in Southern California, man. Those short shorts aren't offline. I'm just telling you right now.
Cold.
man.
I'm cold for Southern California standards.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, there's a
That's
giant
cold for
fire
anybody's
happening.
standards. Those shorts are just too much.
There is actually like a fire happening. It's crazy. I was saying today, I was like, man, the winds are crazy, right? I was like, it's actually making it a little colder. And they're like, are you on fire? Are you all right? I was like,
Yeah.
oh, yeah.
It feels like
There's a
October
fire.
in a way. It's very,
Dude,
very
the craziest part is that the fires are pretty far up north compared to where I'm living right now. But when I woke up this morning, all I could smell was smoke.
Yep.
Like that's
Dang.
all I could smell all the way down here in Santa Monica. So I woke up. I was
Going
like,
down the coast.
I thought something really close by was on fire. One of my neighbors was like
Man.
burning a bunch of branches and stuff a while ago. I thought he was doing that again or something like that. But it's just the fires, the wind bringing it down. So
Well, I think
We have
this.
pretty wild winds here in general. Like what the Anaheim Hills were on fire not that long ago, which is like 20 miles from me.
yeah.
The wind, like my whole like neighborhood was orange. The sky was just orange, right?
Dude, there was
Because of the wind
pictures
and
of
everything.
people at
It's crazy.
Disneyland with like it just looked like it was completely like on fire almost. The sky
Yeah.
was red. So
Hopefully that stops happening, but it
Yeah.
definitely will keep happening even more and more.
okay.
I have Yukadon. I feel like he's very, very good against Rashid. His tournament record against top Rashids is really, really strong. And I think he's going to win this one.
Okay. Steve.
I think Yukadon as well, only because I've been looking at All King, and even when he makes adjustments in certain matches, it's really hard for him to hold it long enough to close out a match. I feel like Yukadon has been playing way too solid, and that's why I think he's going to take it over Oil King.
All right, we all have Yukadon. Then, to close out this next round, Dogra versus Verloren.
Steven, what do you got?
I have Dogra in this matchup, mostly because I have a lot of faith in him to make it pretty deep in the bracket. He's been really riding this high. Second half of this year, Dogra has been killing it. He stepped into his own, and he's become the premier Urian to watch and look out for in mini matchups. And Valoran, I feel like Valoran is like one of those guys where like he catches a big break, and then just something tragic happens. And I could totally see him getting hit by some absurd mirror setup just because he has the worst luck no matter what it is, right? Like, Valoran the sky always falls on him, right? So, yeah, I like Dogra in this one.
Okay. David?
Yeah, I'm the same. I picked Dogra here. Basically the same reason.
I'm going to pick Dogra because Urian dunks on Cammy. No, I'm just kidding.
You and that word.
Big fan.
I need to pick a different word. Actually, it's the fight's not that bad. I mean, I understand that now a little bit more, but this is not on my bracket, so this one I have to do on the fly. And again, I just believe Lauren is so strong, but what Steven said about just like magical mirror setup, all of a sudden a 900 health Cammy melts away and dies. So yeah, I'm gonna go with Dogra.
All right, so in that round, we had Punk beating Daigo, Sien beating Kazunoko, Haitani beating Justin.
Did Steve vote on that one already?
Nope, they definitely did not vote.
Doesn't matter.
But
what do you got?
Dogra, I think Dogra.
Okay.
We play that.
My bad.
He's still good.
We have Itazan beating Problem X, we have Tokido beating Goichi, Fudo beating Smug, Yukadon beating Oil King, and Dogra beating Verloren. So, the next round is Punk versus Sien.
You're looking at me like you want me to go first.
Who are?
I'm going to go first. I picked Sien.
Woo!
I think Sien is going to win this one.
Okay.
I think Sien is going to beat Punk. And it's going... Because I feel like Punk is going to hit this little small roadblock here, and he's going to have to kind of do some loser's bracket work at this point in time. And plus, like I said, Sien is someone that I can believe taking the time off and really studying and just being like coming in and being even stronger than before. I really believe in Sien this year.
I think this all stems to do with the fact that you're basically calling him Batman and you hate Batman. You just think Batman's overpowered. That's all I'm... It's like a big circle is all I'm seeing here.
I have nightmares of cross-up jump 2 and lots of little batarangs flying at me, you know.
Yeah, I like... in this one I have Punk versus Kaz.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I like him to beat Sien too, so... Yeah, I believe in Punk. I think Japan is going to have a great year, and the exception to that rule will be Punk.
Okay. Tasty, who do you got?
Damn, I'm resonating the same thing, man. I think Punk is gonna. I think it's gonna be a good set, but I honestly believe that Punk's gonna edge it out.
Okay, so David, you are the one who gets to decide: Pole or Punk dunk. Punk dunk. That's gonna be.
I like Punk. I expect it to be close, but I think that Punk is. There are very few people I see stopping Punk.
Okay.
And I don't have Sien being one of them.
Okay, so Sien is gonna get punked. Whoop. Yeah. Okay.
All right, then we have Haitani versus Itabashi Zangief.
Which is the matchup that I actually have on my bracket here.
Me too.
What do you got, David?
I'd like Haitani. His record against Geefs is very good. He knows that matchup super well, and he doesn't get worried or hurried like some other people do. I feel like this is a really tough draw for Itazan. This is like one of the worst case scenarios for him.
Right. Yeah.
I like Haitani.
Haitani's done well. I haven't looked at the matchup in details, but I feel like he's done well against Itabashi in the past. Yes. So I have Haitani as well. Steven?
I have Itabashi in this one, actually. The thing is like they've had sets that have been close in tournament, and then you watch like online replays, and like it'll be close online, it'll be close there, it'll be close here. One of them will get a win there. It kind of goes back and forth, and I feel like in this one I like Itabashi at a tournament like this. He's a gambling man, and I'm going to take the gamble on him.
Okay,
fair enough.
Mr. TasySteve, what do you got?
I am going to go with Haitani.
Okay.
I feel like Haitani, he doesn't gamble as much as he says, well, I know this is going to work. I feel like he doesn't put himself in a position to get beat often. And that's why I think I just have so much faith in him. Like, when I see Haitani play, it's really hard to question some of the choices he makes. And I don't feel like he's going to take a gamble versus a Zangief character. I don't, especially Itabashi Zangief. It's not going to happen. So, Haitani.
Okay. All right, so Haitani moves on.
Okay. So then the next one is Tokido versus Fudo.
Tokido versus Fudo. That is something. That actually, I have that on my bracket as well.
Same.
I am going to pick Fudo.
Oh, okay.
I'm going to pick Fudo over Tokido, not for any particular reason, like outside of just, again, this is just one of those things. It's hard for me to pick someone over Fudo, and again, even though I have Tokido basically going crazy in the losers bracket, I feel like he's going to hit a road bump. I just feel like all these players who are going to do well are going to find that one road bump, and so Punk's was going to be Cien, and I feel like Tokido's is going to be Fudo right now. Because Fudo's, he's just consistent. I just think he's super consistent.
Indeed.
So, Tasty, what do you got?
Well, I am a Fudo fanboy, but I believe the last time they played, Tokido did beat him up pretty bad, and even at Evo. But Fudo has been down on his luck. I'm going to give it to Fudo. Fudo over Tokido.
Okay.
Wow.
Okay. David.
Well, I actually also have Fudo.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. So you have Fudo over Tokido, huh?
Yeah, they go back and forth when they play in tournament anyway. And so I feel like this is a toss up. This is one of the tossiest toss ups to me of this tournament. Yeah, and I picked Fudo. I mean, it's just a 50-50 to me.
Yeah. Okay. Steven.
I have Tokido.
Okay.
Yeah, he beat him at Broken Beatdown too, not that long ago, but in the grand finals. But
right.
You guys got me.
It's interesting because I actually felt like I was going against the grain with this pick, but it turns out 3 people did that. Like, honestly, I felt like I was like, this is going to be a surprise,
So I really feel this is like a 50-50 match.
Okay. All right. Well, I guess
Fudo's so
going
Fudo
on.
it is.
All right.
Then Yukadon versus Dogura.
Oh, damn. This is not on my bracket. Okay, I got to think about
Well, it
this
is on mine.
I got to think about
Mine
this
too.
one. All right, you start then, David.
Yeah, Yukadon.
Yukadon over Dogura.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, Dogura.
Yukadon, you have Dogura. What do you got, old Steve?
Dogura.
All right.
Dogura! How do you go against this is when you start calling him Dogura! Because he's going to be OD. He's going to be destroying
What are you gonna
people
do, James?
by the time he reaches this part of the bracket.
I am probably going to go Yukadon on this one.
Ooh, we got a vote coming up.
I think I'm going to go Yukadon on this
All
one.
right, we got a vote coming up here. All right.
All right, so Yukadon, Dogura, open. You know the drill. Bang vote Dogura or bang vote Yukadon?
Yeah, do you want to bang Dogura or bang Yukadon?
Yep, that is the question. That is the question right
The
there.
answer is definitely Dogura.
Wow!
When I watched Best of 5 earlier today, and Donka pronounces it Dogura. I just thought that was hilarious.
Dogura?
It was Dogura versus Luffy. That's hilarious.
Dogura versus Luffy.
Dogura.
Now I just want to play the Silent Hill 2 ending dog song now. God, that's one of the greatest songs ever. One of the greatest video game endings.
One of the greatest endings ever. Like,
Yes.
free.
Yes. I mean, seriously, they
really-
play the music with the dog bark.
Was it
is
made
the-
on, what was it?
those
The
Casios
Mario,
or something?
no, the original Mario one?
God, Mario Paint. Yeah,
Mario
that's
Paint.
right, yeah. Oh, man. All right. Okay.
All right, what do we got here? What's going on?
Let's do this. 5.
You want to put it up on the old screen?
Yeah, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Closing the poll. And now we are going to refresh and see who is it, Yukadon or Dogura? It is Dogura.
Wow.
Dogura. You guys have picked the Dogura in this battle here. Wow. Okay. This is the end of Yukadon. There you go. Okay.
You don't know how disappointed I am.
Easy game, easy life.
Hey, all right. So that means we have Punk beating Cien, Haitani beating Itazan, Fudo beating Tokido, and Dogura beating Yukadon. So now to make it into, this is now top 8, to make it into winners finals. Punk versus Haitani. What do you got?
This is not in my bracket, so let me think about this for a second. David, you go first.
Yeah, it's not my bracket either, but I like Punk here. I'm basically just gonna ride Punk.
Okay.
Don't be gross.
Right, me, don't be gross.
Yeah, James,
Yeah.
you and your
After
preference for
we already talked about
gross.
banging Yukadan and Dogura. And
Definitely Dogra.
Not everybody likes farts, James. Come on.
Steven, what do you got?
In my bracket, this is Itabashi instead of Haitani, but I think I have the same result. I think I have Punk winning here.
Okay. Steve, what do you got?
I am also going to go with Punk.
Ooh.
I'm
I'm a little surprised.
I think Haitani has really, really solid defense, and I think he's just really smart, but I don't feel like that doesn't necessarily, like, playing really solid, I feel like actually will get you killed versus Punk.
Yeah.
A little bit
And
more.
Punk practices with Kami now. One of
Yeah.
his main training partners is a Nakali player.
Yeah, so I actually think Punk might have an advantage in this one because Punk has a little bit more of the what the hell you did that kind of, play style to him. So I think Punk's going to take that one.
Alrighty, we all have Punk making it into winners finals. Then the other side is Fudo versus Dogura.
Fudo versus Dogura. Steven, what do you got?
So in this one, it's interesting. I actually have Tokido versus Dogra here
Right.
instead of Fudo. But I'm actually going to stick with the same result. I have Dogra beating Tokido in my bracket, but now I'll change it to Dogra beating Fudo.
Interesting.
Okay.
Yeah, so I have Punk versus Dogra winners final.
Okay. David.
I have this in my bracket, and I had Fudo taking it over Dogura. I got him moving on his way.
Fudo
Winners
being-
finals, Punk versus Fudo.
Okay. I have definitely been going crazy with Fudo this whole entire time. So I had Fudo versus Yukadan at this point in time, but I'm just gonna go with Fudo over Dogura.
Okay.
Go with Fudo over Dogura.
What do you got,
I'm gonna-
Steve?
Steve?
Oh, okay. Fudo.
All right, fair enough. So that means we have winners finals of Punk versus Fudo. What happens?
Interesting.
What happens?
Interesting.
Tell me.
Oh.
What happens?
If that happens, to be honest with you, Punk is winning.
Okay.
Because I remember at NCR, Fudo got bodied by Punk, and that was when Fudo was like, this is the best player I've ever played against. I don't know what to do against this guy. And obviously, things have changed in the past, 6 months and such, but I think Punk will still have that mental advantage over him. So I'll take Punk on that one. Steve, what do you got?
I will take.
Oh, it's a doggy.
Oh!
I don't know. Oh, stop! Don't lick me. God. I'm gonna say Punk.
Okay.
Yeah.
Steven, what do you got?
I definitely like Punk. There's a lot of people who are sort of in the chat like, man, I'm surprised you guys think Punk is the favorite, all this kind of stuff. Like, Punk has made the CPT, and as a result, everybody who's played in it all year, his bitch. If you look at the point standings, it's absurd. Like, no one has ever slapped around this many CPT events ever. He has over 1,000-point lead against many of the players in the single digits. He has over 2,000 points ahead of many of the players in the CPT who are qualified. It's just like absurd to not expect him to be the favorite. And yeah, I have him taking it here against Fudo. That's not in my bracket. I have him against Dogra, and I have him beating Dogra in that match anyway. But yeah, it's I think besides him, it's going to be Japan cleaning up the rest of it. But I do have faith in Punk to do well.
Did you say he made like 21 grand finals?
He made 21 grand finals this year, and that's not including weeklies. It's not including like NvCI and stuff.
Right.
That's at big tournaments. 21. It's crazy. One of them was Evo. I mean, come on.
Yeah, the facts don't lie. Like, Tokido, if there was another Evo tomorrow and Tokido won it, he would, like, almost catch up to Punk in points. And he'd have to win 2 premieres before Capcom Cup starts on Saturday. We'd have to have a premiere on Wednesday, a premiere on Thursday, and a ranking event on Friday for Tokido to catch him.
Dang. He's like Wayne Gretzkying these stats.
And that's only if Punk doesn't enter in any of those tournaments.
That's saying that Punk doesn't enter and Tokido wins all 3 straight. Tokido would have to win 2 back-to-back premieres and a ranking event tomorrow, Thursday, and Friday for him to catch Punk in terms of points, right?
Okay.
It is true that he didn't travel to Asia, but like all of Asia traveled to North America every month.
Right.
Right.
So it's whatever.
You can point to matches where Punk has played pretty much everybody in the CPT. And,
like for example, he played Fudo twice this year and he beat him twice.
Yeah.
In top 8s.
All right, so David.
So that means that we have Punk making it to the grand finals. We haven't done any of the loser side.
Yeah, but like I said, I don't think.
Probably don't have enough time for that.
We've done this for an hour and a half, so I don't think we need to.
Do you want to just rapid fire names? No justification. Give me a name.
Do you want to do that?
It'll take 2 seconds.
You want to do our top 8s? I have my top 8.
Yeah, let's just here.
All right, let's just do it. Quick.
All right. So let's just establish a rotation. You want to go James, me, Steven, Steve?
Okay.
All right, James, what do you got? Last chance, Brolinho.
I'm gonna pick because I don't know who Last Chance is. I'm just gonna pick Brolinho.
I got last chance.
Okay.
Steven.
Oh, last chance.
Steve.
Last chance.
All right. What about Big Bird versus Mena? James.
I'm gonna pick Mena.
I pick Big Bird.
That's Cien for me, so Cien.
Well, just using
Last Mena.
Mena. Also Mena.
Mena moves on. Sakonoko versus Moke.
Moke.
I like Moke.
Okay.
Damn. Sako.
All right. Phenom versus 801 Strider.
Phenom.
Phenom.
Yeah, I like Phenom too. Ricky versus Gachkun.
Whoa. Gachkun.
I like Gachkun.
Yeah, Gachkun.
Gotcha.
Bonchan Momochi.
Bonchan.
I like Momochi.
Yeah, Momochi.
Momochi.
Momochi moves on. Didymokov versus Snake Eyes. This is not as easy as it may look.
No, not at all.
That's Sim, yeah.
Dalsim.
Because Akuma also doesn't do super well against Dawson.
I think it's pretty even, honestly.
Yeah, it's pretty even. So I'm just going to go with Snake Eyes due to experience.
I like Didymokov. Snake Eyes lost to K-Money's Dalsim at Red Bull.
Oh, that's right.
Yep.
That's right.
I like Snake Eyes.
I'll give it to Snake Eyes as well.
Snake Eyes takes it.
So
Luffy versus Mago.
Luffy.
I like Luffy.
Luffy.
Damn it, Mago.
All right. Oh, man, you better... All right. Then, in the next round, Last Chance versus Verloren.
Verloren.
I like Last Chance.
Last chance.
Verloren.
Ooh, we got a vote coming up.
All right. Vote time. This is going to be an interesting one. I'm just going to put it as Verloren, and I'm going to do it as LCQ is what I'm going to do. So there we go. So,
Make it happen.
all right.
Let us know, folks.
So vote LCQ or vote Verloren. There you go. So vote. I will do this for a whopping 10 seconds here, something like this.
10 seconds.
Timer. Oops, wrong one.
It's already been 10 seconds.
Yeah, I know. I'll do it for another 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Close.
Bam.
All right.
What do we got?
So let's close this. Let's bring up the screen. The result is going to be LCQ beats Verloren.
Damn.
I fully agree. All right, next. Mena RD, Oil King.
You go, David.
I like Oil King.
Oh, okay.
Damn. I'm gonna say Mena.
It's up to
Yeah.
James.
Oh man, Mena. I'm gonna go
Ooh,
Mena.
we got
I'm gonna
the
go
vote
Mena.
coming
I'm gonna
up.
go Mena.
Damn, let's go. Multiple.
Mena makes it pretty far in my bracket, but he's in a different spot, so.
I'm gonna do oil. I'm just gonna do oil, no space. So it's gonna be Mena RD and oil. There we go. So poll open is just Mena RD and oil. That's it. So just vote oil if you're voting Oil King.
Yo, it looks like it's going back and forth. I have the chat open now, and it looks like it's going pretty back and forth.
Okay. All right. Oh, let me run this timer again here. All right. I'll do another 5 seconds starting now. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Closing the poll. Closing the poll. Let's bring this up. Closing the poll. All right.
Somebody voted renewable energy.
Renewable energy.
Wow.
That's it, dude. Someone voted for renewable energy.
Genius.
All right. The results are... Bam! Mena RD. And a very close one, 53% to 44%.
Closest
There
one
you
so
go.
far. All right,
All right.
Moke versus Smug.
Yo, damn. Oh. If anyone wants to jump ahead of me, feel free.
Smug.
Wait, versus who?
Moke.
Oh, Smug.
Smug moves on.
Smug has experience against JB, so yeah, I'll take Smug.
Phenom versus Goichi.
I'm
I
gonna
like Goichi.
Goichi.
I like Phenom.
Goichi.
Goichi takes it. Gachikun versus Problem X.
Problem X.
Problem X.
Problem
X.
Ooh, simultaneous vote. Okay.
Momochi versus Justin Wong.
Momochi.
Momochi.
Justin Wong.
Justin Wong.
Ooh,
All right.
all right.
So I'm gonna do Wong and Momochi here. So
I actually have that match in my bracket too.
Oh,
All right,
Oh,
sick.
damn.
So
word.
it's Wong and Momochi. Wong and Momochi here. Okay. 15-second vote here. I'm gonna allow for this. So we're gonna do 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Close. And the results of our poll here are going to be Momochi.
Oh, dang. That's pretty close, too.
Yeah, 55 to 43. Dang.
All right. Snake Eyes versus Kazunoko.
Kazunoko.
I like Snake Eyes.
Kazunoko.
Kazunogo.
Kazunoko moves on. Luffy versus Daigo.
Luffy.
I like Luffy.
Daigo.
Luffy moves on. Last chance so now we're in the next round.
Okay.
Last chance qualifier versus Mena RD.
I'm going to go with Mena RD.
Last chance.
Last
Last
chance.
chance.
Dude, you guys are really high on this last chance guy.
Dude, it's gonna be somebody ridiculous.
Yeah, I know.
Alright, Smug versus Goichi.
Damn.
Smug. I'm going to give it to Smug.
Goichi for me.
I think Goichi as well.
I'm pretty sure it's gonna be Goichi.
Alright.
Because the thing about it is...
He's not that good against Ibuki.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, I was thinking Manat still.
Probably
so,
not
Yeah,
Manat,
yeah,
yeah.
you're right.
Hell no, he's not playing
Yeah,
Minaj.
you're right.
Problem X versus Momochi.
Problem X.
Problem X.
Problem X.
Problem X.
Ooh.
Blow up. Kazunoko versus Luffy.
Kazunoko.
Kazunoko.
Luffy, but doesn't matter. Alright, now, we're in the next round of losers, and now we have people who just lost, and now they're gotta figure it out. So, last chance qualifier versus Itabashi Zangief.
Itabashi. I'm voting against this last chance
Oh
qual
my
guy.
god. Alright, come on guys, let's be real here. Last chance random guy versus Itabashi. Y'all cannot get into the last chance guy.
Random's gonna be somebody crazy good, come on.
Oh my god.
I like Nemo getting crushed by Ibashi here.
Oh, that'd be so sick if that happened. Oh, man.
Yeah, I actually like Itazan too. I feel like almost whoever, like knowing who's in the last chance quals, I feel like Itazan is a good matchup against all the likely winners. So.
Okay, so Itazan moves on.
Goichi versus Sien.
Sien.
I like Sien.
I like Goichi.
Zen.
Sien moves on. Problem X versus Yukadon.
Oh, jeez. I'm going to go Yukadon.
I will also go Yukadon.
Yeah, Yukadon for me too. I have that match.
Damn. It was Problem X versus Yukadon?
Yes.
Problem X.
Okay.
Alright. Kazunoko versus Tokido.
What?
Yeah.
Kazunoko.
Ooh, interesting. Alright, I like Tokido.
Tokido.
Ooh, Kazunoko's eliminated. Alright.
That's tough.
Itabashi.
Believe in my boy?
What's up?
You don't believe in my boy?
Kaz? Oh, good old. All right.
He made that fucking face at the Tower of Pride. It killed me, honestly.
Yeah.
Best thing I've ever seen in my life.
Next
That
round.
was they're like, strike a pose on your entrance, and he was like,
Yeah.
like
They
it was
did
like
not
that
do a
was
good
as
job.
dangerous as he could look. You know?
All right. Next round is Itabashi Zangia versus Cien.
I'm gonna go Cien on that one.
Ooh, I like Itazan.
Yeah, I definitely like Itabashi.
I like Zien.
Ooh, we got a vote.
Okay,
Yeah, I
okay,
feel like-
okay.
I
Take
feel
it to the vote.
Cien has always been terrible versus Zangief in his whole life.
Yeah.
He's
Always.
always been terrible against Geef. And I feel
Alright.
like in this game, Geef versus Ibuki is fine.
Itazan. Itazan is what the vote is for. So it's voting for Itazan and Cien.
Oh man, I'm seeing some mixed messages over there in that
I'm
chat.
definitely seeing some mixed messages.
Oh yeah, this
I actually can't believe, dude.
Yeah,
Cien,
I'm surprised.
He's forever been anti. Like he just gets dunked by every. I could play Geef.
That's what I'm
It's
saying.
like-
Don't you remember last year we had one vote that
We
actually
did.
came out 50-50? You remember that? That was the
Oh,
sickest thing.
yeah.
Yeah. Oops. Whatever.
That's
I'm gonna
fine.
make it up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Close.
Somebody voted for Eris. Come on, guys.
Eris.
Put it up on the.
Put it on the screen. Here we
All
go.
right, what do we got? Eh.
And the winner is Itazan
Makes sense to me.
by a lot. Okay.
Other side of losers is Yukadon versus Tokido.
I'm gonna go with Tokido on this one.
I also like Tokido.
Tokido.
Yeah, I guess I like Tokido here.
Okay.
Okay.
Then, next round, Itabashi Zangief versus Dogura.
Oh man, I think Itazan has so much experience against Nemo. Dogura obviously has gotten stronger than Nemo at this point, but Itazan.
Okay, I like Dogura. I feel like he plays much better against Zangief than Nemo does.
Yeah, I agree. I like Dogura
Actually,
too.
you're right. You're right about that.
Dogura.
Yeah.
All right, Dogura
No,
moves
you're
on.
right because Nemo has a block against
Yeah,
that
yeah, he's just
character.
batting us
So
for whatever reason.
you're right.
I don't. It's like an even matchup. I feel.
I mean,
but
although
whatever.
it's inconsequential, I'd probably flip my vote after that. So
All right.
Okay.
Then Tokido versus Haitani.
Tokido,
Yeah, Tokido.
David.
I'm gonna go Tokido. Taquito.
Taquito.
Tokido blows up Haitani. Then this is now losers semifinals. Dogura versus Tokido.
I'm gonna take Tokido.
Dogura.
Whoa. Whoa. So wait, Tokido's out?
That's,
Yeah, fourth place, bro. Pack it up.
Damn.
What do you got,
I'm gonna go with
Steve?
Tokido.
I'm gonna go with Dogura.
Yeah.
Fine.
All right.
Yeah.
Pack it up, bro.
Dogura,
Wow.
Tokido. The polls are open. There you go. Vote Dogura or vote Tokido.
I have that match in my bracket too, actually, but it's winner semis.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
okay.
yeah.
But you
And
have
Dogura
Man.
wins.
Okay. Okay.
Dogura's fighting for the family blood now. He's fighting for the bacon. Not only just for the pride anymore, but I feel like he's like powered up now.
Mm-hmm. He's Ultra Instinct, bro. That's why.
Yo, look.
But
can't-
didn't you
can't
vote
be
for
throwing
Tokido?
That
around
Ultra
Steve?
Instinct, that
like
Ultra Instinct team.
Instinct.
But Steve, didn't you just vote for Tokido and you're talking about how Dogura's all powered up?
Yeah.
Okay. Just making sure. Just making sure. That's all.
All right, what do we got
5,
here?
4, 3, 2, 1. Close. Refresh. Psh.
Tokido definitely won. Though.
Tokido. Okay.
Tokido wins.
All right.
The chat really wants it to be Tokido versus Punk. They watch too much anime.
Yo, why wouldn't you want that to come back?
That would be
Did you not
cool.
hear what Punk said? Punk was like, I'm coming for you, Tokido.
That's
Yeah, I heard it.
Well, we got Punk waiting in grand finals, and now we're at losers finals. It's Tokido versus Fudo.
I'm gonna go with Tokido.
I'm gonna go with Fudo.
Damn it.
Even though I had them fight each other in winners, and I thought Fudo was gonna win. Then, I feel like Tokido's gonna get powered up in losers bracket.
Okay, fair enough.
I'm going to say Tokido.
Yeah, in my bracket, they play each other, and Tokido wins, so I'm going to go Tokido.
Mhm,
So we got three
do,
Tokidos.
So we do have the Tokido versus Punk
Grand finals. All right, set one
set
in
one.
grand finals. Punk or Tokido?
Punk.
Punk.
Really?
Yes.
Okay.
Punk's going to smoke him.
I think Punk is gonna. So I think losing Evo and losing the South by Southwest earlier this year, I think just seeing how he reacted to those, I think those two are going to power him up for this matchup, and he will be prepared this time.
Ultra Instinct. The tune is gonna come on. The theme.
Now you get Ultra Instinct. This is when Ultra Instinct.
Yeah, Tokido. He's gonna do the CA and hit the ground, and Punk's gonna come out of it. Yeah, with the Herald.
That shit is so sick.
All right,
That thing's so good.
I'm currently Googling Ultra Instinct.
Oh, you gotta look up. You gotta look up.
Yo, wait, you gotta hear the song. You have
I
to hear the song.
thought
It's the
Ultra-
best part.
I thought Ultra Instinct was like a different version of, the Killer Instinct game,
Dun, 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 dun.
Right.
Ultra Instinct. That theme is ridiculous. Yeah, it's gonna be Punk Blanco. You guys are right. Punk Blanco. Yeah.
Look at that song.
Oh, all right. Wow, that was a waste of time.
So Punk is going to win in the first set, and he will be our Capcom Come champion.
I got Punk as well.
Damn. I don't think
wins.
I don't think Tokido is gonna lose that first set. I think there's gonna be a reset and then Punk gets it.
Okay. But regardless what happens, Punk
Punk wins.
is our champion.
So we have first place Punk, second place Tokido, third place Fudo, fourth place Dogura, fifth places Itabashi Zangief and Haitani, seventh places Cien and Yukadan.
Damn it! You guys have 6 Japanese players, huh?
Yep.
Yep.
There'll be at least 6 Japanese players.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like mathematically, there's almost no way that there can't be there can be fewer than 5. Like
Yeah.
5's like the minimum, basically.
I mean, well, here's my question to you guys then. Based off of your own personal brackets, who did you have winning the whole entire thing?
I have Punk winning.
I'm going to go through and do it again with my original picks, and I'm going to build from there, and then I'll post what I get.
Okay.
Because I was trying to do it while I was talking, but it wasn't working.
Here's my top 8. All right,
I have my top 8 too. Yeah,
I got Punk first, Fudo second, Tokido third, Haitani fourth, Yukadan and Problem X fifth, and seventh places Itazan and Dogura.
Okay.
Oh, what do you have, Steven?
My top 8 bracket, I have Punk first, Tokido second, Dogura third, Itabashi Zangief fourth, Yukadan and Kazunoko fifth, and Haitani and Fudo seventh.
All right, I screwed up my bracket because I was changing it while we were doing this, and I didn't realize you were doing it, so my bracket is completely wiped right now, and I don't want to bother filling the whole thing out. I had Cien winning.
Oh,
I
interesting.
had Cien winning.
Okay. Who's second place in yours?
Punk.
How about third?
Third, I believe, was Tokido or something. I mean, depends on where they were on the side of the bracket. They might have had to run into each other early, but I can't remember now. I can't remember.
So we basically mostly have the same people in like the top 8, except I guess you have Cien, and I have Cien getting like 16th or something.
Jesus.
No, I guess 13th.
None of you guys believe in Cien here.
I think he's really good.
That guy's been just...
I think Zen's really good. I feel like he's going to go far in my bracket when I finish it, but...
There's just some bad matchups. Like for him, he runs into Itazan in my bracket, and I just feel like that's KO.
Okay.
I have him going, I think, like 1 and 2.
Dang.
Is there anybody like crazy that you have going 0 and 2?
My 0 and 2s are Brolinho, Big Bird, Sako,
Damn.
Spider, Ricky, Bonchan, Didimokov, and Mago.
I have
I'll give
almost
you-
all of those.
Yeah,
Everybody
I think our
except
brackets
my
sound
pick.
pretty similar in the first round.
Yeah, I think there's only a couple of differences
Yeah.
in the first round. So.
I think my craziest 0 and 2 is probably going to be Momochi right now.
Mine is Umehara.
Of course.
Damn.
I don't feel like I dislike
Anti-Daigo.
him at all, but I always end up on this side of things. So.
He's anti-Daigo.
I don't
Cool,
like.
man. It's all right.
It clearly always comes out like that for me, but I never go into it intending it to be like that.
I don't know, man. It's the second time now. I'm starting to not believe you right now. I'm just saying.
I hear ya.
Dang, Berserk says I have Mago in grand finals.
Holy crap!
Dang.
Yo, Berserk, you made a wrong turn.
He's a big
First set of matches, bro.
He's a big JoJo's fan, dude. Come on.
Hey, look, I'm a JoJo's
Yo, if Mago makes it to grand finals, I will talk about the legend Berserk for the rest of my life.
Yeah,
I'm just
for
telling
sure.
you guys right now.
Yeah. This guy's
I'm
coming in
gonna
there
just
with,
call it.
George
Anytime a
Washington
player makes a
State.
crazy finish, it's gonna be pulling a Berserk. Or going Berserk.
George Mason makes grand finals in NCAA.
That's all that matters. Is he went Berserk.
Just doing a super quick fill out again. I have Punk in second place.
So Cien, then Punk.
Yeah, then I had Fudo in third. Tokido was in fourth. Yukidon and Haitani in fifth. And Kazunoko and Problem X in seventh.
There you go. So you have 5. Like, there's no way to have fewer than 5 Japanese players.
Yeah, pretty much.
It's got to be 6 or 7.
There you go. That's our Battle for the Stones.
This whole year.
I mean, Capcom Cup.
wow.
Yeah. Just cross the streams.
Yeah, I know, right? Oh, man.
All right.
Well, I mean, I guess what we can do is take a break and do all this Battle Stone. But, I mean, the question for the Steves right now, do you guys want to stick around or do you guys want to, you know, it's up to you guys.
Well, Isn't David going to break down like the case of David versus Capcom with Battle of the Stones?
Yes. I'm gonna talk
That
about
sounds
the
like the
rules.
David show. It's going to be like David and the people versus Capcom.
Yeah, pretty much. So it's up to you guys. Do you guys want to stick around, or do you want to say a farewell night to the stream?
Yeah, I'm probably gonna take my leave. I gotta charge my phone anyway, so I should have just did it on my laptop and not.
Oh yeah, you're Skyping from your phone. That makes a lot of sense.
But yeah, I mean, if anything, it was awesome being back on the show. You already know.
Yeah.
Of course, all of us will be at Capcom Cup, including myself. So I guess I'll see you guys there for sure.
Hey, have you guys announced you're doing Capcom Cup? I don't think I saw a tweet from James or Steve.
I have not actually.
You can.
I just did, bro.
Oh, did you? Okay, cool.
Yeah, I just completely forgot to do that because I've been editing videos for like the last 3
that's right.
days. So,
Yeah, we'll all be there.
but if you guys would love to, I mean, I know when we start off the year, we always do like the resolutions and the year in review and stuff like that. If you guys want to come back on for that, I think that would be fun. So,
Yeah, are you guys going to do that late December or early January? Have you decided?
one or the other. We've been starting to do it at the beginning of January as our welcome back show. So if you guys are down with that.
Yeah, that sounds like a good time. Also, yeah, I do have a bet with G2A Akira. If he's in the top 30 brackets, he gets his mod back in my channel. He lost it because he predicted Idom would body Punk in some tournament, and,
That was the bet?
yeah. The record is like 20 to billion to like 3 in Punk's favor, so, it was a great bet.
Alrighty, man. Well, thanks for showing up and hanging out.
No problem, guys.
Alright, so we're going to take a break, but when we come back, we'll talk about Battle for the Stones and the kind of zany rules in Battle for the Stones as well.
All right.
Those are some sick-ass rules, bro. Respect the Lord.
All right, thanks, Steve and Steven, for jumping back on, and have a good night, you guys, and we will see you this weekend.
Peace. How the hell do I close this? It's just a circle. It keeps moving around. I don't know.
I hope that's on stream.
All right, I think I got it. Peace.
Later.